It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
Great.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. You look at this Carolina defense. They've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They go play action with Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. from the gun. He'll hand this off. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The Eagles at 12-2 now on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 7. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. No gain on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. But you look at this defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Throwing is Hurts. Goes right back to Smith again. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Tiger swamp, Tiger swamp.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And Garrett's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Elliott good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Ready.
Young looks to throw on first down. He completes this one to Mingo. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
A man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in an Eagle uniform, it's Miles Sanders. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Young. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Now Young. Working in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. On the draw, here's Sanders. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. To throw, Young. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
Young on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So Young will head to the sideline, and Ernest Pinheiro for the Panther field goal. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
King, Phil King, Phil King.
Here's Hurts to throw. That one complete down the field to Smith. Through the middle of the field. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 78 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. Oh, good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. And out of bounds finally, but not before getting it way across the 50 inside the 25.
Well, whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
On the set. Watch out now. 50 Fury.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Here's 2nd and 3.
Check Fury. Ready.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here we go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
Ready?
Young on 3rd and 2. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one. Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Third and 19. Hurts. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
On the double.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Go now.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mega, ultra. Set.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Ready.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Young from the shotgun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Carolina.
Here we go.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Set. Ready.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 8.
Seal. Black. Set. Go.
Young. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That was the safety, Marcus May, who got the sack there.
How about that one? The so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Here we go. Set.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
One to needle. Red. Cycle. Ready.
Young will set to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
At the 12-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second and 7. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. 2nd down. Here's Hurts. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead here to 17-6. Maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Down.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Come on, set.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now here's Young. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Here we go, here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
Get it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Let's go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Red, yellow. Ready.
Young working out of the gun. And he is caught. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Panther first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Right, right.
Young. Oh, going for Sanders downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Ready, break.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
On play action, they'll throw. Short throw underneath to Hurst. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Set. Smack. Red. Ultra. Go ultra. Ready?
Young on first down. Well, that's going to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Fight 60.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. The gun, it's Young. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
We don't see him miss too often. The ball could have slipped a little bit coming off his hand, and that's all it would take to send it high and out of bounds without a play.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Panthers 9.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Young quickly to the flat. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. Short throw underneath to Hurst. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16, a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a handoff. Hunt's going to run left. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now 2nd and 9. Hurts sets up to throw it. It's caught. Smith. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And they'll try and run for it with Gainwell. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. No surprise this offense would be able to convert. They're currently second in the league in first downs, and they pick up one here.
Yeah, not a stat that we talk about a heck of a lot, but it's a vital one. And in this case, it's really vital because what does it do? Keeps their defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest.
Great.
They'll run here with Gainwell. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kenneth Gainwell hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Set, ready. Fight, white. Set, cut.
From the shotgun, it's Young. And that one too wide and incomplete. And the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw, Young. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
73. 73. That's right. That's right.
Here's Hurts to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So a roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Smith catches left side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Second and a couple. Hurts. Goes right back to Smith again. And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' 1st down as he'll get this down to the 23. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. Now Hurts looking to change the play. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That is a gain of 16 to set them up 1st and goal.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Hey, thumbs up, alert.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. They'll roll him out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the 1st time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Hey, easy, 63, bang.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Oh, it's Silver, ready?
From the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. And
there he goes, right side. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Panthers 16.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Wide second down, right back to Hunt. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. One quarter remains here in Week 16. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Derek Brown has now recorded 10 sacks on the season, but found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Hey, 73. Call up, get it.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Hurts. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The offense on 3rd down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
This is taken at the 18. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And
it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And Young's throw there incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Let's go.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Ready?
Here is 3rd down and 4. Young. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one complete down the field to Gotti. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And the passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
73.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. That throw by Young incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Ready.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Here is Young. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
2nd and 10. They toss this out right to Gainwell. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then at the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
On third down, it's Gainwell. And he is going to lose yardage here.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Elliott on for the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Now, this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
Let's go now.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. Now Young. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. A good start there on this 4th quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
Ready. Shot, 17. Set, huh?
1st and 10, Young. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here we go. Here we go.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Blue striker. Ready.
He'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Smash, smash.
Young on 3rd down. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll throw again. Young. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They'll try the left side with Gainwell, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll stay on the ground with Gainwell again. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. The Eagles on 3rd down. A very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. The trotting. Down the right sideline. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
63.
Gainwell is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Gainwell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to surge ahead with Gainwell. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Kenneth Gainwell, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Eagles are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Got it.
2nd down and a yard.
Strike. Check. Strike. Set.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Sanders. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Jalen Carter in on that tackle. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
It's caught by Sanders. Finding space at the 40. Sheds off the tackle and finally brought down at the 31-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
A 39-yard gain on the play. And the Panther 1st down.
Let's go.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. Well, if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit of verve as well.
So for the Eagles,